Hello YouTube and the YTPC. Smoking Buddy Matt back again. Just sitting out on a very nice Sunday morning, enjoying a pipe and a bit of coffee. So right now I am smoking, this is the Savinelli Series 3 129, and in it, some Velvet. I just gave this pipe a pretty good, well, just a basic maintenance, pipe cleaners, and had to remount the bowl, new filter. Get it going again, because it had been a while since I'd cleaned this, and I do recommend cleaning your pipes, even a basic cleaning, every now and then, for sure. But I'm actually going to be talking about another blend here. I mentioned in my last video that I've got a new, just what I call a garage blend, kind of a conglomeration of a few different things, and I'm going to talk about that. But before I get there, I did want to talk about a couple other items or ideas that I have going on. So first thing, well, before that, I had mentioned, this is quite a while ago, that I was planning on doing like a Virginia specific kind of time where I spent it mostly, if not completely, with some Virginia blends, and I had a lot of good suggestions on different blends. I've been spending, last several months kind of collecting a few different blends. I've got 3 here, and I'm going to do a more in-depth video on this, but I've just kind of got the 3 main ones here. But I wanted to show off this. It's just part of the challenge, or whatever you want to call it, because I usually keep things in jars or the pouch or plastic bags, and because I'd ordered a good number of bulk blends, I thought that was a good opportunity to get a tobacco pouch, and I didn't have one, and I've seen a lot of videos, a lot of really nice looking ones, and I settled on this. So this is the Erik Stokkebye 4th generation pouch. Got this off Smoking Pipes. I think it was about $34. And as you can see, it comes in this really nice box, which I do appreciate, although it's kind of lost on these products when you pull them out of the box and you're never going to use the box again. I'd also received a couple years ago now a really nice Peterson branded pipe pouch from Pipe Nook, and that came in a really nice box too. But again, you pull it out of the box, set the box aside, and that's it. You never used it again. But so it comes nicely wrapped. Now I have had this open. I haven't used it yet, so that's what we're going to do right now. I think we're going to load up the very first blend into the pouch. Make sure that doesn't blow away. A little bit of a breeze this morning, and yes, I do have the sweatshirt on. It's a fairly cool morning. We are receiving a reprieve from the heat. We've had 3 days this week over 100, and sitting at a cool 63. Well, my temperature just went away. So here we go. I've got what they call the Hunter Brown, and if you look on the websites, you'll see they have black, and if I'd ordered black, I would definitely expect it to be black. Then you got this Hunter Brown, which you can find different pictures of. I don't know if it's an earlier version, but coming is a very light tan color, and then you have this, just a nice brown. And if I had a preference, it was definitely this, this brown. But I figured if I ordered it and it came in the lighter color, I wouldn't be too concerned about it. That was a nice one too, and maybe that would darken up with some handling and use. So yeah, very nice. It's kind of has a very nice leather smell to it. It is a bit of a supple leather, but it's also got some rigidity to it. Just a roll-up pouch with the, you know, that type of a lining there, that surgical tubing lining material. And the only thing I've noticed with this so far, just handling it a bit, is might need some type of strap around it to help keep it closed, because even empty, you know, this is brand new, so I imagine once it kind of gets worn in, it might want to stay closed a little better, but even empty, it tends to open up. So I need to plug in this laptop. Tried to use another camera, battery was going out on that, had to switch cameras, and now I see this laptop is nearing the end. So let me just take a quick pause and I'll be right back. All right, and we are back. That was an instant for you. Just had to go grab the cord. So should all be situated with that. But yeah, so that's the pouch. And just a quick kind of discussion on the different blends that I am going to be dedicating myself to in a bit. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it. If I'm going to just go through the whole tin, I'm planning to load up the pouch, go through that, and then either continue with that same blend or move on to another one. And I might switch back and forth here and there, different Virginia blends. So I think I am going to start with the Orlik Golden Sliced. Now this is one I have had in the past, and didn't particularly, you know, there wasn't anything that was off-putting about it. I just felt the overall very citrusy notes on this I wasn't totally into, but I decided I was going to give it another try and see what I thought on that. So that's kind of a Virginia blend that I'm not totally into. I'm going to spend some time with it and see if my opinion changes. And then going to this, which is the Peterson Flake, the old Dunhill Flake, which I consider my favorite Virginia blend overall. Virginia Flake. There are some others I enjoy, like Peterson Sherlock Holmes. I think that is a Virginia blend. I think there has to be some type of flavoring to that. It's not very strong, but it's a very sweet overall blend. So just to kind of keep it to more natural flavors of the Virginia, I didn't want to include that here. So that's the Peterson Flake. And then the other one I've been wanting to try, haven't gotten around to it, is the Capstan Blue. And this is the ready rub variety, which I prefer, really. There may be a slight difference between ready rubbed and flake just because it's been in a flake, but I have been excited to try that, so I got a tin of that. Man, besides that, like I said, I'm going to do a more in-depth video kind of going over some of the different blends that I'm going to include in that. So, actually, got Capstan. What I want is Orlik Golden Sliced. Go ahead and pop the tin open. Heard the seal break there. And I do have to admit that it has a very nice tin note. It's kind of a sweeter, it's a very bright, yeah, a bit of an orangey, citrusy, maybe lemon, I don't know, just overall very citrusy. And I'm sure you've seen Orlik before. You can get it there. So, let's load up the pouch. And I think I am going to just start with about half the tin. So this is what? This is, oh, it's a 50 grams, 1.76 ounces. I don't know. Just get started with that. All right, so that is the first blend in this pouch. Now, what I'm gonna do is, I'm not the biggest fan of flakes, so what I've been doing, birds are saying hello, is putting it in a bag, rub it out so it's ready to go. That's kind of what I like. That also allows it to dry out a bit, which I find one of the things with flakes that I don't like is that they do tend to hold in a bit of moisture, which, you know, that's a good thing, but when I want to use it, I don't like to let stuff sit out and dry. I just want to go. So that's one of the things I'm going to be kind of looking at with this pouch is, you know, it doesn't seal at all. That rubber lining, you know, once you close it, you know, there's a very light seal. I think, you know, just putting enough in here to fill it up a little bit, you're gonna go through it pretty quickly anyway, so we'll be exploring that. So more to come on that. And then what I really wanted to talk about, straighten that cadre cap, what I really wanted to talk about was my garage blend, a blend that I have really been enjoying. And I've done this a few times. I've found that if you have a blend you don't like, instead of, well, you could give it away, but instead of just tossing it, you can attempt to save it and make it something that's a little more pleasant by, you know, just mixing it with a few things and see what you get. So another video that's coming announcing all my coming attractions is I recently ordered a few cherry blends just to see what they were like. That was the Middleton Cherry Match, the Sutliff Cherry Cavendish, and the Peter Stokkebye Cherry number 3. Well, I'm going to say out of those, Middleton Cherry Match, it's pretty much a no-go. I didn't like that at all. And the Sutliff Cherry Cavendish was slightly better, but I wasn't really enjoying that either. So what I did in an attempt to save them, instead of just tossing them, because that Middleton Match, that was going to be out of here. So equal parts, about 2 ounces Middleton Cherry Match, about 2 ounces Cherry Cavendish. This does not have the Peter Stokkebye Cherry number 3 in it, because that one's actually pretty decent. I'll, you know, explain more. And then on top of that, I put in what was part of my last garage blend, was just a mix of Burley, Virginia, a little bit of the Peter Stokkebye Luxury Twist Flake. That's kind of in here just as a filler, maybe an ounce, ounce and a half. There's an ounce of, about an ounce. These are all relative because I just tossed it in. The Peter Stokkebye English Oriental Supreme, just to kind of give it maybe a little bit of that Latakia essence. Now there's not much in here, so you don't get any Latakia, but just kind of to round it out. And then on top of that, there's maybe ounce and a half of the Peter Stokkebye Virginia, Sweet Virginia number 6. I'm sorry, not Sweet Virginia, Sweet Vanilla number 6, which is very much along the same lines as a Captain Black. Definitely has that type of a topping to it. And so go out here. Now I did, yeah, as you can see, I store this. I just use an old Carter Hall tub. I think it works great. I just leave this out in the garage. That's why I call it my garage blend. It's just something that if I'm out and I just want a quick pipe, or I'm thinking I'm only gonna, you know, smoke part of the bowl, I don't mind if I waste a little bit of this, because Like I said, that Middleton cherry match was probably going to be tossed. Did not like it at all. Didn't offer much in the cherry variety. But this mixture is quite pleasant. And I don't know if you can see in there, without dumping it, you know, it has a very pleasant aroma. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and just load up a quick pipe. Got my Stanwell 45 pot. Does really well in this, does really well in, corncob pipe. So the tub note, it is a bit of a sweet cherry. It has some of that kind of Captain Black, kind of a vanilla amaretto essence to it. I just find it really pleasant, and I don't get a lot of cherry flavor from this, but with everything together, it's a pretty pleasant smoke. So I've definitely been enjoying it. It's perfect for just when you want to grab just a quick bowl. So all right, with that, I see the video is already extended out to almost 18 minutes. Appreciate everyone watching. That's all I have for my video today. I hope you've got a good pipe with something good to go in it. Take the time, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye now.